Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar business, corporate world, to the online world of business. This is day 1276 that I've documented via video what I'm doing, what's working, what's not working, what I've tried, what I haven't tried, what I do every day, why I do it. If you have questions, ask in the comments below or direct message me. Actually, I have direct messages turned on Facebook Live. So if you're watching me on Facebook or you're hearing me, you'll have to Google me or look me up or find me. I think I've got every entry in the first page of Google. So it's pretty easy to find me if you can remember Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. She, my initials. Really creative name for this particular blog post or video diary, whatever you want to call it. I think that the names of what we call things changes, or journal. I call it my business journal. Documenting my journey journal is what I call it, a journey journal. So today, what am I doing? What am I working on? I'm getting ready for the next 30 plus day Get Up and Go challenge. It's starting in a couple of days now. Time flies so fast. It's been 3 months since I did it. I haven't done it since April. So I'm really excited to hop in and do this challenge. It guarantees that people who do the challenge will install in their subconscious a process called the SOAP framework that will automatically create the best results or better results for them after they experience any change or challenge than before they experienced it. It becomes as automatic as breathing, is that we go through this process, this SOAP framework, and we analyze, it's 4 steps, but we do what we need to do, just like breathing, automatically, because our subconscious runs the program for us. There's so many things that we install in our subconscious. All of our habits, all of our rituals, all of our routines and things that we do on a regular basis without even having to think about them, those become automatic as breathing. And so that's what I aim to do and have successfully done for hundreds and thousands of people, including myself, as part of the Get Up and Go challenge. Started it last year at the beginning of the pandemic. Why? Because I needed to get up and keep moving. I needed to keep moving forward toward my goals and objectives and the things I had in place. And I had to be smart and figure out, well, how is I going to continue to do these things, given that the vast majority of the world was shut down and things had to be done differently. They had to change. They had to be done differently. We had to find ways to continue to do what we wanted to do and get the results that we wanted to get, but we had to find different ways of doing that. Guess what? That's like a Tuesday when you have your own business. Things change all the time. I think as humans, we look for consistency, so we create routines and habits in our lives to make things seem more uniform and consistent and to feel like we have more control in always chaotic human existence, in an always chaotic world. Everything around us is always chaos, and it's up to us to create the systems and processes and routines and rituals and habits and structure that makes us feel comfortable. Some people thrive on massive chaos and everyday challenges. Other people can't stand that, and they need things to be a certain way for them to function on a daily basis. It's up to us to determine how much structure do we need, how much chaos can we tolerate, and then create our life and set it up for us to succeed, for it to work for us. So I titled this one, At Your Service Every Day, because I like to show up every day and be available as a resource to people that ask. One thing I've learned, and I've learned this, oh my gosh, probably almost 20 years ago now, from a person who has since passed away. He was the executive assistant, actually, and the main #1 person for an online guru who I followed, and I never really did much online. I admit it, when I was running my offline businesses, I always knew it was important to have an online component, but I never got around to it. It was one of those things when you're in business and in different industries that's on your 400 item list of things to do, but if you don't delegate it, if you don't find the right resources, if you don't make it a priority, it just doesn't get done. And this person taught me, the biggest lesson this person taught me was that you have to ask. If you want something, if you want to achieve something, if you want to figure something out, the most important thing you can do is ask. Sometimes all you have to do is ask, and the right resource will appear in your life, and you get and achieve it exactly what you want. It's not as simple as that, but that's how it works. So one of the biggest lessons I learned was that it's important to ask. And why I needed to learn that lesson is because I was one of those people that never, ever, 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 ever asked. well, if you don't ask, you never receive, right? So I don't know why I'm thinking about him today. Probably because he was an executive assistant, and our idiom for supersize your business today was to be at someone's beck and call. And when I think of somebody that's at somebody's beck and call, I often think of, you know, that executive assistant, that personal assistant, that person that is at their boss's, you know, ankles all the time with their day timer or with their schedule, or leading them around or helping them or doing whatever it is that they need to get done to be efficient and effective and successful. And I talked about that on Supersize Your Business, so if that's something of interest to you, gave some examples of how you can do and use that and apply that to your business, and how empowering it is to have that resource, to have those resources, those human resources especially, where you can 100% with confidence delegate or ask them to take care of something, and they might not be the one to do it, but you know that they will delegate it and be responsible for making sure that it gets done. So if somebody asks you to mail flowers to somebody that passed away, you can pass it off to your executive assistant. You know that they will call or get somebody to send those flowers, and it will get done. And you're 100% sure that you don't have to think about that ever again, because you've delegated it to somebody that will actually take responsibility and accountability for getting that task done. We all need people like that in our businesses and our lives as we're growing and trying to achieve our goals and objectives. So I think it's a fun idiom. I think of people that, you know, I've been at their beck and call. It doesn't happen very often, but there are examples in our lives where we've been at someone else's disposal. Not disposal, but service, resource. We've been a resource for them, or a right-hand person for them. I guess that's another good one, right-hand person, right-hand man, right-hand woman. Girl Friday. I'm thinking of these on the fly now. I never even used them in my example, but I'm going to write them down so I don't forget again. Right-hand man, as opposed to left-hand man. That doesn't, silly, I'm wandering. Okay, our annual challenge this year is about doing one thing every day that centers us, getting to know ourselves and what really is important to us, and making sure that's aligned with where we want to go with our long-term goals and objectives. Every year for the last, this is year 4, I have done an annual challenge. The first one was to stretch my comfort zone, do one thing every day that scared me. Then it was do one thing every day that makes you happy. I think it was happy. Yep. Then it was, last year was do one fun thing every day, which was perfect for COVID-19 with my 4-year-old granddaughter and I, gave us just one other little thing to do. We, at the beginning of COVID-19, when I found out she was going to be hanging out with me, we sat down and we made a brainstorm list of all the fun things we could do, or not all of them, but a brainstorm list of fun things we could do when we had, you know, all this time together. We knew we were going to be together at least 5 days a week till she started school in the fall. So we had a big list of things we were going to do, but it also was nice to have the resource of one fun thing every day, so I could ask her the questions and I could answer my question, or whatever it was the challenge was in the book. And then this year we're doing one thing every day that centers us, which is, again, perfect, because the world outside, I don't know about you, but I've been feeling a lot like the world is gone mad, and that there's a lot of craziness and a lot of unrest and a lot of chaos still going on, at least here in the United States. And so instead of being a part of all that, I am focusing on just the opposite. One of the biggest secrets of success is do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. If everybody's jumping off a bridge, go the other way. Don't jump off the bridge. But that's why I choose to focus on being centered. As everybody is going crazy and worrying about what's going on in the world and thinking about everything outside of them, I say it's time to focus inward and realize, because that's all we can control anyway, realize what impact is, and what impact do I want to make in the world, and how am I doing that? That starts from within me, not outside the world. So doing that. So get up and go challenge, supersize your business, to be at someone's beck and call. And today was about our everyday duties, the things that we do every day, and what's the dignity or the character that's shown by the things that we do every day. Now the truth is, the things that we do every day, what we do every day, what people see us doing, or maybe we don't even know they see us doing every day, that shows people who we really are. That demonstrates to people what we're all about. Are we consistent? Do we show up every day? And do you brush your teeth every day? It's what do you do every day that shows other people as well as yourself what's important to you. The things we do every day are the things that are important to us. Do you exercise every day? Do you brush your teeth? Do you get cleaned up? Do you exercise? Do you eat right? Whatever. Do you go to work? Do you interact with people? Do you communicate? Do you build relationships? What do you do every day? What do you spend your time on? And what are some of the things that you do every day? If you don't know what's important to you, look at how you're spending your time. If you're watching the news for 6 to 8 hours a day and you don't even realize it, but you are, that shows you what's important to you. It's important to, and then what does that mean to you? Only you can decide what that means to you. I could make some assumptions, but only you can decide what that means to you. If you're out walking in nature for 6 hours a day, what is that saying about you? What is that demonstrating? What is that telling you is important to you, etc.? Only you can analyze yourself and understand what's going on in you and what's important to you. All right, I'm digressing. I have things to do. Granddaughter's going to be here any minute. So I want to wish you an absolutely awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. I've got a challenge to get ready for. I've got some graphics and things to get changed. So have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Take care.